Welcome to the Caution Flag Contemplations podcast, a racing show for the fans by a fan. Welcome in to this week's episode of the Caution Flag Contemplations podcast. I am Casper, the host. Along with me, as always, JP, D-Watt, the social media mogul. And the never-ending wearer of winter gear. I don't know if y'all know, but every time somebody wins, he's got something. So
he's a bandwagon.
Jimmy, I'll give him the Jimmy one, but I mean, you know, he's definitely. You're deep in the merch, and that's impressive. I cleaned the garage, the attic out a couple weeks ago, and I went up there, and I was like, God, it's not good how many shirts and hats I have up there, just for the record. So I think I might even have that same hat, to be honest with you. But I don't know. That's old school. That's like Boyd Speedway, Jimmy Owens purchase, like back in the day. Is that Gold Mountain on the shirt?
Gold Mountain shirt, yep.
Next weekend. You going there this weekend?
This weekend, yep. That's the plan.
Going Saturday?
Yeah.
Friday. Topless, 40.
4,000 topless, yep.
4,090.
4,090, that's right.
Yeah. Martin Memorial, something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. You know, one of the guys I used to work with in Cookville somehow knew that Mark Martin guy up there, and I was confused when he talked about Mark Martin because, obviously I think about the other Mark Martins, so it's a bit confusing from time to time. But anyways, y'all have a good weekend?
Oh, yeah. I had a busy one.
Did you do it big for the 4th?
Oh, yeah. I went to Knoxville for the Knoxville Smokies, went to the zoo, ate some good food, came back and watched the race Sunday. So it was all in all, went to Mountain View. So all in all, busy weekend for me.
Did you go to Mountain View on the way home, or did you go home then go back to Mountain View?
I came home, took a shower, and then headed up.
Didn't take the wife to the Mountain View?
Nah, she didn't want to go. Nah,
yeah, I don't blame her. Did y'all go to the zoo on Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday afternoon.
I was this close to going to the zoo on Saturday, actually, and I want to run into you there.
Mm-hmm.
We went to see the fireworks. I took the nephews down, loaded up, went to see the fireworks downtown on Friday night, and so we watched like the Knoxville fireworks off the top of this parking deck, turn around and watch the Smokies fireworks, and you were at the game.
Yeah.
So it was a pretty long break between the end of the game and the fireworks, wasn't it?
Yeah, they really stalled it out till like 10:57 or something like that.
I think they were holding it until the Knoxville fireworks were done, I think is what. Because it was like this one ended, then this one pretty much fired up immediately. So I wanted to go to that game, and we started looking at tickets late because I just didn't know what we were going to do, so I didn't buy them ahead of time like you did. And they had some, and then it was like all standing room. I was like, nope, not doing that. It was too hot. So glad you had a good time. JP went and got lost in the woods, petted a deer.
Yeah, sure did.
maybe two. Did you feed the deer out of your hand?
I did not feed it, but it was like an 8-point buck. Just walked right up and started sniffing my hand. I was like, whoa.
Dear
kind of
Peter,
crazy.
Don't listen to this part of the podcast. Why did you not wrestle it to the ground and make some dinner?
I don't know.
I mean, they're not in season.
I didn't have a big enough knife on me, I guess.
What if it attacks you? Does that still count if it attacks you?
I guess. You got to defend your.
I mean, it was coming at you. You're in the state of Georgia, so that's castle defense theory, right? If it's coming at you. I don't know. If it comes in this cone, baby. Just kidding. Backstraps are good. That's all I'm saying. So, well, I'm glad you had a good weekend down in Georgia. Probably didn't watch much racing. They don't have much internet down there, in Georgia, because it's Georgia, the dumpiest state in America. Sorry, guys, but, y'all are home to race car drivers like Michael Page. Got it already.
And Chase Elliott, too.
Ouch. Hey, you got a Davenport flag behind you. I don't want to hear nothing. You're probably down there at his house where y'all were staying at. Dadgum, you should have called, asked if you could go to the Dirty Dollar Ranch. You weren't that far. But, anyways, I thought it was a good weekend. I had a good time, too. I got to hang out with them. My poor wife had to work Saturday night out here just doing a lot of work. Proud of her. Thankful for that. But, I don't know. It was a good weekend. Went to a birthday party Sunday afternoon. Did not catch the end of the Cup race. So we're going to let D-Watt cover the Cup race because he watched it all. Every lap. That's what he told me right before this started. So we're going to let him cover that. And it was a good weekend. I don't know. Lots of racing. No shortage of excitement. I X'd out.
Yeah.
I X'd out yesterday. There was no shortage of excitement to talk about. So without further ado, into the headline news items, I suppose, of the week. I'll run through these unless y'all got something you need to say. Daniel Suarez out at the end of the year at Trackhouse. Interesting to see how that goes. Obviously, that's going to be a lame duck type situation. The assumption is Connor Zilic is in the 99. I mean, technically, they still have a couple other people on contract, right? Like, don't they have? No, I'm thinking Aspire. Never mind. So, yeah, should be Connor Zilic in the 99 next year, I suppose. We'll see what the sponsorship looks like. We'll see what happens with Suarez, where he ends up. I don't know where he's going to go. I'm not sure if he's a Cup driver next year or not. He could be an Xfinity driver. Obviously, he just got to win an Xfinity for JRM. I feel like he has pretty good partners, and like I don't have anything against the guy. I don't know that he's been the best equipment, but when you look at his teammates and the wins that they have got, like the Coke 600 when the Watermelon Man got to smash in, and obviously SVG is doing some ungodly things right now on road courses and embarrassing the rest of the field. So I don't know. We'll see what happens to him. If y'all got any predictions real quick, where do you think he's going to go?
I'm going to say he's going to be in a full-time junior motorsports car. That's my guess.
Really?
Really.
I say full-time at Gibbs would be my guess for Suarez.
Back to Gibbs.
Back to Gibbs.
19 car.
Bold prediction.
Hey, it could be.
Maybe. I think it's going to depend on how much sponsorship he's got. We'll see what happens there. Gibbs wouldn't be a bad move. JRM obviously wouldn't either. We'll see what happens there. Other than that, I watched Cars Tour on Thursday? I think it was Wednesday. I don't know. They were at Caraway, and I was like, I guess it was Wednesday because nobody's here yet, and I have people here on Thursday night. So I guess it was Wednesday night. They were at Caraway, and I watched that Caraway. I grew up going to a church camp right down the road from the Caraway Speedway. One time we were at a camp out, and I listened to the race cars. Overnight, obviously, it was dirt back in the day. Now it's asphalt. Been asphalt for a good while at this point. Been through a couple of ownership changes. They changed the track up a little bit. Anyways, watch Cars Tour. Point is, Cars Tour is turning into a joke. They just wreck each other all the time. I don't know if y'all watched any of that, but good Lord. Landon Huffman, going down there to fight Landon Lewis, and Kevin Harvick getting in the middle of it. Keelan got junked. I mean, dude, these guys up here in the front, when Keelan got into it, when he got wrecked, there was the first two guys were racing for the lead, wrecking each other 5 laps in for no reason. I'm just like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
One thing I do give the officiating, they send the guys to the back there, but I'm just like, these guys, it's worse than the Truck Series, man. And ARCA, there's been some other podcasts, including possibly myself on here at points, that's made it maybe we should just go to the Cars Tour instead of ARCA. But dude, no. Absolutely not. I mean, they got to get it together and learn how to drive. So I hope to start seeing some stiffer penalties or something for their driving. If you intentionally wreck somebody, you don't try to make a corner in asphalt. Dirt, it's one thing because, you slide up across somebody and somebody can check up. That's not necessarily the etiquette on asphalt, right? So I don't know. But do something. But if they're wrecking people on purpose, it's more than send them to the back. I'm at the point of, start them on pit road, start them a lap down. I don't know, but make it count, something like that. So it just kind of turned into a wreck show every time I watch that. Dirt, Ricky. Canada is going to be stuck in Canada for a while. Unfortunately for him, I know he was trying to run the Hunt front points as a driver based out of Monterey, Tennessee. And apparently he unfortunately had to go back. Unfortunately, his grandfather was sick and I believe passed away. Hate that for him, but he had to leave the country and has had some difficulty getting back in. That's a shame for him. Obviously, there's a lot going on with that. Nobody knows the exact details, but he is basically, from what I can tell on Facebook at this point, until further notice, racing at Dead Horse Raceway in Canada, and it looks like he's going to be selling sniper chassis up there. So we'll see what happens. I would say it's going to be tough to beat old Ricky up there in Canada until further notice, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully, he can get back down here and. I was thinking, Southern Nationals starts up. He's probably going to run that. So, kind of sucks he's going to miss that. But we'll see what happens. So,
Yeah.
Other than that, do y'all have anything you want to mention before we get into all this garbage and
How
fights?
about Corey Heim getting beat by old Catherine Legg there, not making the Cup race?
Well, Michael Jordan just doesn't have enough money, and Catherine Legg's got talent. And all you out there talking crap about Catherine Legg, this is all I got to say. Catherine Legg beat Corey Heim in fair and square. All Corey Heim had to do was not wreck. Couldn't do it. I don't know. I'm just not sold on the Heim time yet. We'll see what happens. D Watt, sorry we cut you
I
off.
got a little something, little show and tell. I got my pin that came
baby.
in. My pin that come in for the baseball game at
Well, there you
Bristol.
go.
Got the Dale Jr. Cars Tour pennant. So
When is that?
Came
Has
in-
he raced that car yet, or is that later?
later
Is
on,
that already raced at Anderson or something?
Anderson, yeah, in
Okay.
August, mid August, like that.
Well, that's cute. You gonna hang that up next week whenever he wins? You gonna
Yeah,
hang
I
that
might-
up? You
yeah, I
gonna
might
wear
hang
that for
that
your
up.
shirt?
I might have it in the background or something.
Okay, we'll see.
You never know what I might do.
Hey, listen, just don't put Flo in the background because they might get mad, shut us down. So just be sure you keep that TV turned off. Yeah, that's awesome. Well, other than that news, Southern National starts up around here this week, so we're looking forward to that. But all right, moving into racing for the week real quick. I'm gonna blow this Hell Tour thing out of the water. I don't know if y'all have noticed, but the Hell Tour this year has essentially turned into the I just don't know how to say it. It's a Tyler Erb show. I mean, he's won I don't know how many, but like 7, I think. And they used to make fun of Nick Hoffman for cherry picking these modified races. And Turbo, brother, no shortage of cherry limeade at your house, I'm sure. But I mean, I don't know. It is what it is. Shannon Babb got a win this week, which was cool. Also, Tyler Millwood. Did y'all
That's
know
good
he
to
could
see.
win?
Yeah.
Did y'all know he could do that?
I know he can win in a crate at Boyd
Yeah,
Speedway.
that's what I've
back
seen
when it
him
was a thing.
do that, but super win, I don't know if I've ever seen him get. So, yeah, I don't know. It's good to see that, I thought, as well. I don't know. So that series wraps up this week and next week. I think Wayne County on the 13th. 13th is Sunday. That is the end of it. We'll see how that goes. So I would assume that you're going to see Tyler Erb just do a lot more winning this week, and we'll see what happens going forward from that. So congratulations to him. All right, moving on. Did I say Babb?
Yeah.
Babb got a win, cool too. Which he's an old man, so that's a good thing. Other than that, we'll just go straight to the good drama because I want to hear how long y'all want to talk about this. Hunt the Front series, our favorite series, rolls into the Sonoa. Is that the right way to say it? Speedway. Bubba Pollard's little deal down there. 15K to win on, what was this, Saturday? 30 cars showed up. Michael Page, that's quick time. Your heat winners are Joyner, Loudy, and Page. In Heat 3 there, Michael Page did, for anybody that wants to know, and I'm biased as all get out, just for record, did absolutely hip check the 23 via Corey Hedgecock into the wall. So anybody saying that didn't happen after seeing a video, you're an idiot. I just want to get that out there. Zach Mitchell wins Heat 4. Basically, the feature goes like this. Joyner leads until lap 42. He jumps the cushion. And Jimmy Owens, the Newport Nightmare in the 20, slides it right underneath. I wish I would have picked him. Should have done it, but it is what it is. Slides under there, gets the win. And, so anyways, coming to flag, Paige and Corey are battling for third. And, Corey was not going to finish fourth behind Paige after the incident in the heat race. Corey's been a little fiery here lately. I don't know. He's never been one to take it anyways. Really, if you think about it. He's also not afraid to get out of a car and tell somebody either. I was thinking about this. We'll talk about it in a minute. But anyways, he ends up basically, running over Page, runs him in the wall. Just like pretty much, to me, the same Page did to him in the heat race at the end. Page ends up, getting in the wall, junking his car pretty good, and finishing God knows where. I think they credit him with last, actually, for the wreck that we're about to talk about. So, after race, you all have seen the videos, the fireworks. So I'm going to give the quick recap. I'm going to let D-Watt go, then we'll let JP go, and then I'll come after that. But anyways, coming around, the announcer's like, uh-oh, 18X, Michael Page driving around, and like, Jimmy Owens won, and then all the camera guys are like scrambling because they hear that it's about to go down, and Page pulls up in the back of Corey. Corey stands on the brakes. Page drives through him, about rolls him over.
I thought it was going to flip for sure.
And so then they got out. Corey comes off the top rope, as has been well advertised, and absolutely just takes them both to the ground, and then all hell breaks loose. And what did the announcer call it? The Peach State
Peach State
Brawl.
Brawl.
Or something
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
it. It was a great line. Perfect. He nailed it. So, congratulations on the front TV on that. So, D-Watt, what's your opinion on this whole situation? Somebody penalized? You think it was fair? The racing first, then the fight after.
Okay, the racing first. It was very aggressive slide job at the end coming to the line. I saw the replay a few times. I tried to get different views or some kind of different thought on it, but all in all, very aggressive. As a fan, I like it, I guess. I don't care for using your car as a weapon type deal after the race is over. I'd rather just see a calm talk about it, but that doesn't really happen. So anyway, we'll get to the point to where they are hooked up by the wall. So I like Corey's jump from his car to Paige's car. I give it an 8 out of 10. I thought it was very strong.
At least.
Somebody had the foot of Paige, so he had a hard time. Like, I wish they both could have been up, but all in all, I like it. I see it both ways. As a series, should these guys be suspended or fined or I don't know. In my opinion, I feel like it's probably a little harsh, but I say both guys should be out for 3 weeks. And
Whoa!
They catch back on
3 weeks.
3 weeks. And if they're not going to suspend, that's fine. Then they need to keep the fans out, keep the crew guys out, and get a box. Just like what the host says, get a box on the finish line and just let them go at it, I guess, and knock each other out. That's what they're going to do. So
Paint the lines
There
on
we
the
go.
track,
paint the
baby.
lines and let them go.
I like
But
it.
Don't
it
want
was
to
a
hit the
brawl
ground.
until somebody hits the ground, then it's over with. But that's my take. 3 weeks, you're out of here.
Real quick before you go, JP, if we're going to do the box, just one request. Can we please add the rope? Because I'd like to see Corey actually come off the rope.
Yeah.
Oh,
That'd be a one
good.
there.
All right, JP.
You know, what was Corey's old nickname? The Rooster or whatever? Something with the chicken when he had the chicken on the car?
I have no idea. There was something back in the day, like when he first started at 411.
They need to rename him the Flying Hedgecock or something. Because, I mean, that jumped. And I don't know if y'all realize how long a dirt late model is. That's like a 19-foot vehicle.
Yeah.
That was an impressive jump from the door all the way across. And, I mean, somebody needs to sign him up for the football league, NFL or something. I mean, let's get him out there.
Send him down Neyland Drive, baby. Let's see what we can make happen. We probably don't have a defense anyways. Yeah, so you think there should be any more penalties, or do you think we're good, JP?
I think that they probably should have a penalty for Paige at the end of the race. Driving through somebody at the end of the race. That's unacceptable. If you want to get out and fight another driver, go ahead. I don't care. Do it like you said in the front stretch. Make it a production. Get the viewers. Get the clips.
Yeah.
Make it go viral on the internet like it has. But you really can't be using your car as a weapon like that, like D-Watt said earlier.
Yeah. That's. I mean, so I like both your takes actually. The 3 races would obviously be pretty steep, but like if you really want to stop it, that would stop it. Just for the record. I don't know. I thought it was all fine. Everybody got their shots in. Corey's not going to use the car as a weapon. I don't think. Now there might be some Sice brothers that might disagree with that, but for the most part, he doesn't do that a whole lot. I didn't blame Paige for being upset, and I know you're like, I don't want to see nobody use the car as a weapon. Well, I don't either. As long as nobody gets hurt, I'm okay with it. Though, like I'm not necessarily pulling for it, but I mean, it is what it is. This is what I give Corey a shout out for. At least he gets on the internet the next morning. He did get put in handcuffs, and he said he did get put in handcuffs, didn't get arrested, and it was what it was. And he said anybody that comments negative to me or Hunt the Front on this is getting blocked and deleted. And like at least he just got out in front of it and owned it. In the modern social media era we live in with this stuff, like I have some appreciation for that. As far as penalties go, I don't think there's going to be penalties. I don't think there should be penalties. I know that is the unpopular opinion of a race fan, but we've reached this new era, and Hunt the Front is a new series. clearly those guys are not afraid to push it a little bit. They know the power of social media, YouTube, all that. And JP even sent the video today. They posted it with the WWE music for the background. And there's been a lot of pushback from drivers over the year, including guys like Tyler Erb. There's been Ross Chastain. All kinds of guys. I can't name all, but a lot of guys have complained for years that if you're going to fine me, if you're going to penalize me, then you can't use it as promo material. Well, Hunt the Front put the video out on TikTok today. They made a post about their next race. I don't think penalties are coming from this. I could be wrong. This podcast could get released. I checked all the ways up until 7 o'clock on Monday to see if there's penalties. Still not out there. I don't think they're going to be any. I could be wrong. We'll see. If they are, we'll find out probably Tuesday about the time the show gets out, and I have to come back in here and add something. But it is what it is. I don't know, man. I think it was okay. Corey's pissed off. You guys, we talked about it for like 3 weeks in a row. I don't know what's going on in his poor life, but don't mess with that guy. And he's been quick, and there's a lot of racing coming up for these guys possibly. Hunt the Front's off for the entire month of July. That's a regional series in this area. The Southern Nationals starts off this weekend in Beckley and Wythe. I mean, I would say there's a good chance both these guys are going to be there. Me and D-Walt were looking at before you got on here, and like, dude, it's a decent amount of money for these guys. Summer Nationals Hell Tour, 5K, 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 5K. This is 75 or 10, nothing less. So probably going to have a little bit less strength of field too, I would think. You're probably not going to have necessarily a Tyler Erb, but hell, I don't know. Maybe Tyler Erb's going to go try to win another summer series. I don't know. So we'll see. I'm looking forward to that, but this is not the end of these two guys racing together, so we'll see what happens. And obviously you have the Seawright. Seawright and Hedgecock have already bumped a time or two as well. And both of those guys are guys I don't see like wrecking race cars, really. I don't know about y'all, but I've always seen Corey as one that does not like to do any extra work to a race car. He gets pissed off if he tears up a fender. So I don't know. We'll see what happens.
One note on the Seawright there, I thought it was pretty funny whenever they were hooked up together about to jump out of the car. Old Sammy decided to pull up behind and stop for a second and watch, teammates and all.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, well, I thought he was going to pull the Kevin Harvick and the Brad Keselowski and Jeff Gordon and go push him in there or something, but he didn't. So, I don't know. Interesting note for sure. So, we'll see what happens with him. It may not be in Hunt the Front, but these guys are going to race coming up here soon. There's another race at Sonoa here with this series. Screven, these guys are probably about to race again, more than likely a lot in the next 2 weeks, and it's also 100 degrees outside. So, we'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to it. All right, is that it for Hunt the Front? They'll be back August 2nd, I believe. So we'll see what happens there. All right, Word Outlaws, Deer Creek Speedway for the Go for 50 weekend without the Go for 50. I think I put it in the notes here. I don't know if y'all saw that. I thought it was funny, but I believe I put it in as the Napa Rain Out 50. So they got rained out on Saturday. Thursday night, we went to racing. Y'all watch this?
I did not.
I watched some of it, yeah.
Okay, here, you go ahead. Take the
Tyler
wheels.
Bruning got the fast time, and I'll cut to the feature. Man, they were just throwing slide jobs. I thought the track was good. I liked the track. It was smooth, and they were just throwing it was a slide job city, like it says in the notes. It was just, I loved it. I thought they were clean, and they were able to go at it, and nobody was mad at anybody. It was just all in all really good. But Bobby Pierce, it was just his day, and he took the lead on lap 20, and he was gone. So Pierce won, and then Augustin was the second. So all in all, great track, nice sound effect, and they redo them. And then the next day, I'll give my take real quick on the next day. So Friday night, 34 cars again, and I'll just cut to the feature, man. So I'm a little biased. I like Hoffman a lot, and he threw it in
Michael
there,
Page
and he threw it in there, and if you ask me, it was a clean slide job, and Bruning should have lifted, but which that was part of the interview was what he said, that he should have lifted, but I don't know if I really agree with that. But he spun out. He spun out in front of the whole field. Bruning did, and they all piled him up. And Pierce, I guess that was the big one for the dirt.
Yeah.
And so Pierce kind of got the bad end of the stick on that one for sure.
Didn't he end up rolling?
Yeah.
He
I
rolled
think
it over, and then Dodson had like 2 cars on his hood, and
Well.
Dodson had a great interview on Friday. He was like, he said something like, I don't know what the F they're racing for, lap 2 on a preliminary night, blah 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 blah, and Bobby was clearly not happy. He's already in a backup. I think he had some problems the night before. I didn't catch all that, but they did say it was a backup. So I don't know. Big wreck. Thursday night, real quick.
Yep.
Dude. So I didn't get to watch that. I was busy cooking, had family here, didn't watch Thursday night, did watch Friday. But like you're talking about, dude, those laps right there, I mean, oh my God. I think when I went and watched the highlights, I put it in here. It was like lap 13 to 20. It was like nothing but slide this, slide that, slide you, slide me. Gustin, Pierce, Sorensen, and then at one point Brunig somehow at lap 19, Brunig's like 4th trying to slide all 3 of them. I'm like, what God? It was awesome. That track was great, really racy, a lot of lines. I was looking forward to the race. It was sad to me that they got rained out, unfortunately, on Saturday. But yeah, that Friday wreck was a absolute banger. Hoffman did get the win. I mean, honestly, my opinion on the Brunig situation there, he just ran out of talent, dude. Who spins behind somebody that slides you? Because he spun out, and I think he. This is me, not a driver. I actually think he spun out because he did lift. It's almost like he let off and then it just went around. But I don't know. I'm not a driver. I don't know. But I don't know. He just unfortunately ran out of town a little bit, and it was a big. I mean, dude, it looked like Atlanta. Yeah. It looked like that wreck at the Chicago Street Course where they blocked the whole track. So
don't be talking about my boy like that. Rode the Dente a little too hard, bud.
He rode the Dentes on the plane pretty early too, is what I heard. So I don't know. It was a good night. Hoffman and Bobby go 1-1 here. They're fighting for the points there, so that's good for them to go 1-1, and definitely a good deal. Overall, that's pretty much about all I got to say. Joel, you got anything you need to say about Lou?
I mean, it's gonna it'll be a good points battle for them too. Hopefully, they can go at it throughout the season. And
they're separated by like 50 right now, so we're really getting to the point where and they're both good right now. Like Hoffman stepped his game up a lot in the last month, right? So
yeah,
I'm looking forward to that for sure. All right, Lucas, Atomic Friday. Atomic, Ohio, not Tennessee, by the way. 26 cars signed in. 20 RT fast time, 20 RT wins a heat. We get in this feature. I don't know if how much of this y'all seen, but Ferguson's leading. He breaks, has some kind of motor issues 5 laps in. That sucked. I felt there was a caution. He had to pull it out of the caution. They had to park it. Then we start this entire thing everybody on this track blows up, breaks. Carpenter blows up. Big fire when Carpenter blew up. I was just really heartbroken about that. Really broke my heart. I was curious, real quick, have y'all ever seen Freddie Carpenter or Tyler Carpenter in a Lucas or Ward Outlaws or Eldora feature where they weren't a yellow?
Well, no. I thought you just meant in a feature in general.
No, I mean, they make it, but they're just, it is what it is. Overton breaks, Albertson breaks, Thornton breaks, Moran breaks, O'Neill has a flat. There was only 10 cars left running at the end of this race, and Shepard ends up getting the win, though. First Lucas win of 2025 for Shepard. Good to see the Rocket 1 car back in action, getting it done after having Josh Rice out there. Y'all think Shepard might heat up? Maybe.
I think so. He got his first win with them for the year for Lucas, and I feel like he's going to catch on, get going on the stride, and I think he'll get a couple wins this week.
Going to be a good race for that 4th point spot there in Lucas, I do believe. So, all right, moving on. Muskegum County, Saturday night, 25,000 to win, 28 cars again. Davenport on the pole. Shepard wins the heat. McIntosh wins the heat. Congratulations, Donald McIntosh. He needed a heat win. That's big for him. I know he's running it kind of first time this year. In my opinion, I didn't expect them to be good, but they've been worse than bad. So, good to see that for him. Davenport wins the heat. Albertson wins the heat. And Clay Harris, who I believe made a stop at I-75 on the way up, actually got the win in the B feature. So, race. D-Watt, you want to cover the feature? Was there anything worth talking about?
Probably not a whole lot. I mean, O'Neill got the win, and There's a little bit of that drama with Tech, and I'll go ahead and give my thought on the whole Tech deal. I'm just a race fan. I don't get too caught up in all the rules and whatnot when it comes to this Tech with the cars and whatnot, but that's just me. But if he didn't pass, he didn't pass, and if the bolt backed out or something backed out, and I mean, the way I look at it is it's unfortunate for points night for him, and I'm a fan of him, and I hate to see that happen, but you got to pass. That's my take.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Yeah, the race, it was what it was. Davenport was running away with it. His car did start to really slack off, in my opinion, and then he kind of said it did. I think that when that bolt backed out, it did slow it down a little bit. But yeah, O'Neal ended up getting him in traffic. He finished second, got DQ'd, which was good. That Alberson got a second, Shepard with a third. Hurt JD in the points for sure. RT. So thankfully he blew up. Thankfully for him, Ricky blew up the night before, so that helped a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. I'm with you. I think if you don't pass take, you don't pass take. It is what it is. JP, I know you think you want to be a crew chief one day. Do we think anything fishy's going on? Do we think the Fast 49 is going to be a little bit less fast?
I mean, I don't know that if you're going to try something and it breaks one time, I mean, are you really just going to throw it out the window if you've been fast with it? I wouldn't. I'd try it again.
I mean, yeah, I don't understand. I'm not a tech genius. I have no idea. I do know that the interview, he looked a little bit like he got busted. That was just the facial expression. And I don't know if that's just him just being a goofball, because he is like a funny guy. But I don't know what that was. But he looked a little like he got busted. I don't know if it was Comic Fadden, just was making him laugh. I have no idea. But I was like, I don't know, bud. I really thought this was fine, but now you kind of look like you're a little bit guilty. So we'll see what happens with them going forward. He should have a good weekend this weekend. As we roll out of here, moving on to NASCAR, we're going to give the quick this week coming up. Lucas got 3 races this week. 34 Raceway, Diamond Nationals Friday and Saturday. Big weekend for Lucas. Lots of money. World Outlaws, Sharon Speedway owned by D. Watts, one of his 12 favorite drivers, Ryan Blaney now, who is a 1/3 owner in the Sharon Speedway. They're there Friday and Saturday, 12K, 15K. We already talked about Hell Tour finishing up. Southern Nationals kicks off at Beckley, West Virginia, and with Virginia. They'll then be at Bulls Gap and I-75. Now, that Bulls Gap race is on a Monday, which is also when I normally record this podcast. I would like to try to go, so I'm going to try to go. We'll see what happens. Y'all be paying attention. We're going to try to get some daily either podcasts or videos out between me and D-Watt here, talk about the Southern Nationals. We're going to try to do a little daily recap on that. We like those series. It's a nice little regional race for us, all the guys we kind of like to talk about. So I thought maybe we'll try to kick something out after each race, morning after, something like that. Give you guys something to know what happened if you fell asleep. It's hard to stay awake for us working men, on them weeknight races in particular. But I don't know. We'll see. We're going to try to go to I-75 too. That'd be cool. Other than that, Topless, Gold Mountain, you said you're going this week.
I'll be there. Yep. That's the
yeah,
plan.
well, you be sure to, shoot some video, post it up there. I'm sure you will. Have a good time. You stopping at the Slow and Ready?
After last time, probably not.
I figured not. Probably be a McDonald's kind of trip. maybe Wendy's. So, congratulations. Have fun out there. I'll be on my way to North Carolina. I'm looking forward to going to see my grandparents. Hadn't got to go way too long. Hopefully we can let my son understand the difference between a tractor and a lawnmower after this weekend. That's all I'm really hoping for. So we'll see if we can get that knocked off. But, so you guys be sure to listen to D-Watt and JP break down all the dirt race next weekend because I'm going to be busy. But, all right, moving on. NASCAR goes to Chicago Street Course for the 3rd year in a row. In my opinion, this is the last time in a row. It sounds like San Diego is the place to be if you're a NASCAR me. So we'll see what happens there. But overall, I thought, I like Chicago. We're going to blow through this Xfinity race, and I'll let y'all have some comments. Basically, how this worked is SVG just whooped everybody. He got behind on strategy. This is a 1 pit stop race, which is so stupid. Don't even get me started. But anyways, he got behind on strategy, got shuffled back to like 12th, just absolutely blows people's doors off. These guys are wrecking each other. We have 18 caution laps out of 50 laps. It's ridiculous. I don't know. Late race restart. He restarts second. The Zillage runs him in a wall. I don't really think there's anything wrong with it. I wouldn't love it if I was Zillage, but it is what it is. They know how to race now. And SVG gets the win. Obviously, he's been winning a lot. I want to talk about this 18 out of 50 real quick. 18 out of 50. We're 7 laps away from half of this race being cautioned. Why do we have? Do y'all think it's dumb that there's 3 stages in a 50-lap race?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
agree.
guaranteed with the 2 stage breaks. If you say 3 laps per stage break, that's 6 laps of caution right there, right? And that's if nobody else wrecks anybody, and if you do it pretty quick. Like, that's almost quick yellows. So that's ignorant. We got to do something better about it. Some of these road course, I almost want them to pit on the back stretch or something. Like, just hold the cars, just throw the yellow, take them to the back, pit, choose, come around and go. Like, almost in 1 lap or something like that. That is my kind of solution to the road course problem. Unfortunately, if it's a real road course, it's built the other way. Now, San Diego, we're about to go. We could try putting the pit wall, like pit road on the back of the track and see what happens. Like, cross the start-finish line, gather behind the pace car, roll pit road, roll out, choose, green.
Yeah.
Miracle. I figured it out. Congratulations, Junior. Don't be talking about that on your podcast without shouting us out. All right. Anything else y'all need to talk about?
Not in the Xfinity race.
Okay. So y'all thought the move was clean with Zilich and SVG.
It was fine. Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. I'll turn it over to D-Watt. You let us,
All right.
you break us down the big one.
Chicago Cup race. So, we'll get on to the big pile up there in stage 1. Hosfar hit the wall. If he broke something, hit the wall, slammed the wall pretty hard, come back down, spun out in front of cross of Dylan and Brad K, Suarez, 34, 35, 13 car. So a lot of people piled
A lot
up.
of cars.
It was a traffic jam in Chicago, I guess you could call it. Austin Dillon had a thought on Hosfar. What do you call him? The biggest dumbass driver in
He is
NASCAR,
something,
like that.
whatever.
Yeah. Yep.
So anyway, enough of all
Pretty
that.
much
I'll
that
get
one.
back- Yeah. So then stage 2 went to Ryan. So McDowell won stage 1. I think he's a really good road course driver, but he's just inconsistent. I don't know if it's just the pit crew mixed with him as a driver, but I think he runs well, but they just can't finish it.
Well, and, I mean, in this case, unfortunately for them, they had the throttle linkage or whatever, throttle cable, something like that they had to replace. This is about when I had to go away to a birthday party. So,
Yep.
But, I mean, I felt bad for McDowell. I thought maybe this was his chance to be the one,
So stage 2 went to Blaney, so it was good to see him win, but get the stage. But it must have been some kind of strategy or something. He hadn't been running good all day.
He stayed out, I believe.
So
and
Yeah,
everybody
it
else
was-
had
it was
pitted.
lead, so.
the whole
I'll take it
gasoline
anyway and get it, I
situation.
guess.
Hey,
But,
good move for the playoff points for you, boy. Hey,
Yeah,
that's
I'll
smart.
take
You
it.
got to play that on these things if you're not going to win them.
Yeah. So then stage 3 was kind of where it got pretty good if you like some good battles. So a couple I'll point out was Logano and Ross. So ultimately, Ross got bumped by Larson, but then he thought it was by Logano, so he goes back to get his payback, takes out or hits Logano, spins out the 47 car. So he got his day ruined, knocked him out. And then after the race, supposedly he said, "I did it on purpose," but we'll see about all that. And then you got Bubba and Bowman. So those two already have history from years ago, and then they're also in that bracket together
Yeah.
on that day. So, and Bowman was really hyping that up after the race. Like, I don't know if that's really why they were getting into it hard, but ultimately, I didn't mind seeing Bubba get turned around. So I kind of got him out of there. That's my take on it. And then I was hoping for some kind of post-race conversation, but they had a small one, but Bubba,
Nothing good.
I think Bubba seemed to think that the spotter did not do his job well on clearing them. So it felt like it was a late. He said it was clear, but it wasn't clear.
Basically, Freddie's an idiot. Yeah, that's pretty much what I got.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. And so then I picked Shane Van Gisbergen to with the win, and so that was I kind of cherry picked that one, but I'll take him anyway.
It was a
Get
good
him at this
pick.
point. It was a good pick.
pick.
He dominated, and there towards the end, coming to the white flag, car blew a
Brake rotor.
a brake rotor and slammed the tire barrier pretty hard, and they did not throw the caution. So I'm sure
Nope.
all over social media and us will have our thoughts on should it be a caution?
Oh, yeah.
So go ahead.
What'd you think? I mean, I've seen the clip. Should have been a caution. I feel bad for Cody Ware saying I need help. That's the first time I've ever seen that. I mean, that's bad.
Here's where we got to start. Beginning of the year, what do we talk about on this damn podcast? Consistency.
Oh,
Amen.
here we go.
Okay? You go back to this race, Kyle Larson hits the wall instantly. Same spot. Caution. He backs his car out. Still a caution. Kyle Busch, same spot. Hits the wall. Instant caution. But when the driver that hits the wall at 100 miles an hour and is asking for help on the radio cannot move his car, we're going to let him go around and get, finish the race. And now, I say that, partially I can see why they would do that, right? They want to, get them back down and say the race is over and they can get to them with a clear track, whatever kind of they're going to want to try to say. And NASCAR, here's my solution to all your inconsistent calls on cautions. Okay? Every car needs to have some kind of impact sensor that when it reaches a certain amount of G's, whatever it is, they can take their fancy-ass engineers, do some testing, figure it out, and whenever an impact happens that is that hard, automatic caution hooked straight to the lights. Nobody has to do anything.
Nice. I mean, that's not a terrible idea as far as that goes. I think what they should just put a button in there and let the drivers press it when they feel like they need a caution, and then we'll see how that goes. No, I mean, I don't know. The only problem is with the whole sensor thing, you run into that, what happens whenever, Ross is riding behind Joey and then he thinks that Joey's an apple and he just wants to crush him to make some more Busch Light. That's... And he just runs into him and the sensor goes off. I mean,
That's where they would have to do some engineering and math to get it, set it at a certain threshold.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, that's fair.
It's not a perfect system, but, when somebody hits the wall at 100 miles an hour head on and they can't slow down,
yeah,
that's not going to be the same as, giving somebody a bump.
Well, and one thing to point about these walls are concrete blocks. It's not safe for barrier. It doesn't dissipate any energy as well. You either hit the tire wall.
The tires just go over the hood. That's all it does. Slows it down a little bit.
Or it might scrunch you backwards and almost make it worse.
Yeah.
I don't know. For lower speed but high speed hits are what they are. I mean, I think you had a really valid point about Kyle Busch, Kyle Larson, and this is Cody Ware. So I heard he needed help, but I heard he just needed help getting one of them cheesesteaks from Arby's, something like that. I don't know. Those cheesesteaks from Arby's are garbage, by the way, because this is a podcast we tell truths, not lies. Those cheesesteaks are hot garbage. I had one. Do not get one. You'll regret it when you eat it and later, I promise. But I don't know. Hate that for Cody Ware. They're trying to make some strides, but I don't have that much of an opinion. I think the issue really was the rain was coming and they knew it.
I was about to say that, yep.
And
Wham.
But so hold on, no, this is what I'm gonna tell you. You're right. Consistency still matters. I mean, I was at his birthday party, kind of keeping up with the race a little bit, and I was thinking to myself, if I'm one of these guys that got screwed, like my boy, when that caution came out with 8 to go, which was for an ambulance, and I'm like, are we at Boyd Speedway? What are we? I'm sorry. I know that it's a temporary racetrack, so you can't just build a tunnel, but we have to have something figured out here. I mean, we can't stop the highest level of motorsport for not having an ambulance. NASCAR can afford more ambulances. Let's figure something out. I don't put a helicopter in the infield. I have no idea. Build a bridge, whatever you got to do. I don't know. You got to do something. That's not okay. Reason for a caution in NASCAR. Obviously, it's at a dirt track all the time. But that's because they got 1 or 2 ambulances there, and it's important for. And I don't want any fans to not be treated because obviously stopping the race is more important than that. But I don't know. That gotta have a little bit more organization. That part of that is this is it. This is it for this race, and they were talking about the media center was in a parking garage instead of a high-rise hotel. It is what it is. But it has to be consistent, but I wanted somebody to come in and take rain tires or something, just in case the rain got there. And if they would have thrown that caution, I think that would have been a debate. Did somebody come in? They said when they were on the front stretch, I listened to Teardown this morning, and they said that when they were on the front stretch doing interviews, it started sprinkling. So if that caution would have come out, probably would have been a different story. So consistency always matters. And I don't want to excuse about we didn't see it. We have Max in-car cams. They tried to say, I mean, I'm pretty sure the statement I saw was that they didn't see it. And I'm like, guys, you have in-car in every car now. Like, you can't say that now. Like, and if you don't have an official that's watching in-car, honestly, there should probably be like 4, and they should split the field into, 8 or 10. And, that right there should pretty much be able to tell when a caution should be, right? If you have big enough screens. So, I don't know. But hate that for Cody Ware. Definitely not NASCAR's brightest moment. So, I don't know. Bubba versus Bowman. Bubba basically like, I don't care. Freddie's an idiot or something like that. Hocevar, he just ain't got it. Old Pop said it this week. He said Hocevar's just going to wreck, and I don't know that he's ever going to come out of it like Kyle Busch. And I was like, and then he goes and does this. He might be right. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But bracket challenge, y'all keeping up at all? It's so stupid. The website's garbage. Apparently, you have to pick it every week. Did you know that? You have to go like back in and then re-pick after. It's so dumb. Here's what.
I'll tell you what. There's going to be an upset in the bracket challenge, and the winner will be Ty Dillon at the end of the day.
I mean, at this point, I'm pulling for Ty Dillon. Ty Dillon's doing great getting his lines ready. I don't know if y'all saw, but he had another line with Brad Keselowski about, the basketball city, I'm here to knock out Brad Keselowski. Yeah, Ty's doing good with that. Chase Elliott gets knocked out by Hunter Nemechek, one spot. So Chase just basically threw away $1 million, in my opinion, because if he could have beat John Hunter Nemechek, he probably wins this thing. That's obviously my personal opinion. Reddick's going to be tough going forwards. Bowman's probably still going to be pretty tough going forwards. But, yeah, we're Team Ty Gibbs here, right? Like, print the shirt.
Ty Dillon? We ain't no damn Ty Gibbs fan.
I'm still Team Ty Gibbs, too. I'm just telling you my pick for Sonoma here in a little bit ahead of time, okay?
Lord.
Yeah, Ty Dillon definitely going to get it done. So, we'll see what happens. I hope so. And maybe he needs to go to Chicago Loyola and get that nun out there. Get her to show up at the race, help him out a little bit. Remember that one when they made that run to the Sweet 16 or whatever? Yeah. So, need to get that going. But anything else on Chicago? Are we in agreement this last one?
Yeah.
I hope so.
Hey. I don't hope so. I actually like the street course. I don't love those super narrow parts, but other than that, I actually think it's really cool. I wish they'd do it in Knoxville, Tennessee.
I'll tell you what. Last week, Carson Hocevar went to Chicagoland, was walking around taking videos. Hey, that place looks savable to me.
It is. It is for sure, and we'll see what happens. I mean, I think I like the streetcar experiment. If we're gonna call Chicago the street course experiment, sorry, I keep misspeaking. If we're gonna call it that, then I would say it's a success. And I think that the lesson learned here is we can take this anywhere. And I'm still a fan of like there's only about 5 tracks we should go to twice a year, and if that means do more street courses, do more street courses. But I'm also like kind of on board with like Chicago, definitely go back. Rockingham, go back. Anywhere you got that's a racetrack that they've raced at, go back if it's raceable, and then add some. And short tracks would be good. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I thought the race was good. SVG is just absolutely dominating everybody. We hadn't really talked about him. Definite props to him. If he continues to do this and we keep this many road courses, he's going to be in the playoffs every year, right? Yeah. So he's pretty much a lock. Did you guys see that? I mean, he put up 8/10 in qualifying where everybody's put like 8/10 of a second.
He's just better.
That's impressive.
On a road course. I mean, he's just better. Like, Dinger used to be the king of the road courses, but he has well been dethroned.
Yeah. So leading into the picks for next week, since that's where we're headed now, it's Sonoma. I'm just going to go ahead and say this. What I noticed about SVG is that on this street course in particular, where he really excelled was in those corners right where you have to absolutely put it on the wall and drive off. And I guess that's just the difference. Like, he's not afraid to drive it all the ways to the edge.
Those V8 supercars, they race a lot on those street courses with the tight turns and everything.
Yeah. That being said, I'm first pick, and the absolute cherry pickingest thing I could do would be pick SVG. JP said we're not going to let D-Watt win this week, but we'll see if we do or not. I'm taking Ty Gibbs again. I still think Ty Gibbs has got it. Ty Gibbs had a good run here. In the Cup Series, he finished second, right? Am I crazy? Yeah, he finished second. So he's finished second SVG twice. I just don't think SVG can win 3 in a row on a road course. Although I will say this, NASCAR has had a history of drivers absolutely tearing them up on road course and road. Gordon won 7 one time. Robbie Gordon won like 4. Ambrose. So we'll see what happens. But I'm gonna take Ty Gibbs again in Sonoma. Big Toyota race. I mean, is this still a Toyota Save Mart 350? Right? Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think so, yeah.
If it's that, big time deal for Ty Gibbs. I think he's gonna get it done at the wine country. So there's my pick. We'll transition into that. JP,
man.
DWAT won, so you're going last.
Oh, man. You left SVG open, but I don't really honestly want to pick him.
You gonna give it to him 2 weeks in a row?
Come on, give it to me.
No, I can't do it. I'll take SVG.
Okay, I was about
Give
to
it to
say.
me. I can't give it to 2 weeks.
All right, give me Tyler Reddick.
That's who I was going to pick.
Oof. No, you
Damn.
ain't got to worry about that. 23-11 is falling apart.
Yeah, that's
So we'll see. All right, let's finish these picks up. Then we got to go back to one news note I forgot about. Xfinity. Just give me SVG. I'll take him. He's probably gonna win the Xfinity race. He's back in it again. He's in the 9, not the 88. I don't know why I typed that, but yeah, they said he'd be back again. So it's gonna be Zilich versus SVG. Be there, because I don't know that Zilich is not gonna wreck him going in that last turn. So we'll see what happens.
And I'll take Zilich.
Okay, good job. This is a real boring pick session.
Give me Jesse Love.
Hey, that's my guy. I don't know if you can have him. We'll see. You don't even have any merchandise. What are you gonna do if he wins?
I'll have to get one.
You better get on order, son. You better get it on order today. All right, wild card pick. Man, there's a few good ones out there for this. Obviously, you got Ord Outlaws and Lucas. Those Southern Nationals races, you could try to pick, but you never know who's going to show up. I'll tell you what. Give me the one and only 99 Devin Moran Friday night at Diamond Nationals, night number 1. All right, JP.
Give me the 49 on Saturday.
That's an easy pick for sure.
Okay. Give me Ricky Thornton Jr.
Oh,
Saturday night.
Oh, baby.
Wow.
Oh, man. You took 49 Saturday, right, JP?
Yep.
Okay, and 20 RT. 20 RT, I mean, he's kind of in a little bit of a Kyle Larson slump right now. I just want to talk about this in the NASCAR stuff. I know we already made our picks, so I want to go back. A couple things that I missed there. So, one, Kyle Larson, where in the hell is he?
Sucking it
He
up.
ran some sprint cars, which I thought was going to fix it. Hasn't. So the bigger issue, though, that we missed is, did you guys see the Dennis Hamlin, Joe Gibbs management argument after Denny blows up in practice? Did you see that at all?
No.
So Denny blows up in practice, like coming off the trailer, basically, and grenades the bottom end out of it, and he was pissed. And Joe was standing there, and some other managing partner was standing there, and Denny was giving it to this old dude, and Joe was standing there. Joe did not look impressed with Denny. And, I made some bold predictions about Dennis on this show before.
Oh, Lord.
I would like to make another bold prediction, but I'm not. But I'll tell you, I saw Joe Gibbs' face, and he was not happy, and I still think to this day, if they lose this lawsuit, I don't know how it works with him driving for Joe Gibbs. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know if that car's gonna fail tech a lot or something. I mean, I don't know. And then for Denny to be how he was, I don't know that Joe Gibbs is okay with that. Obviously, he's dealt with a lot of drivers that have been difficult from time to time. Denny is one of those when they're not running well. Kyle Busch obviously had some issues. I don't know. I'm curious to see what happens there. But if you guys didn't see that video, I go look for it. Dennis talking to the dude after it blows up. We'll see what happens. Not good for Denny. He's falling apart. Like I told you, he's going to retire at the end of the year. Progressive's going to drop him like he's hot potato, and I have no chance of that prediction coming true. I feel terrible, but it is what it is. So I don't know. Anything y'all got for the road on the way out of here? We're going to get out of here before an hour.
Yeah, Mountain View Raceway.
Oh, yeah.
I went there Saturday night, and there's just a pretty quick review here. 37 cars were on hand. first off, I thought the track, I know it's been a quarter mile, some people might not like it, but I thought it was a great facility, great stands, great track. It's got banking where they can really run the top or the bottom.
Yeah.
Jesse Lowe is doing a great job there putting on the show. I got there, and all in all, I thought it was a good race. The field of cars were some guys I haven't really heard of. Not all of them, but just a good amount of these all-star guys that are running this series or ran that night were just some names that I not super know a bunch of. But anyway, track was great. It was packed, man. It was packed. The stands were packed. It was couldn't find a seat really, so that was good to see. It was a hot night, but all in all, fans came out a little bit later. But that was good. Ballinger got the win.
There we go.
He led all 50 laps, so Rusty was on it, and so all in all, Heath Heineman I think was coming strong in a second. He had a good car. He was passing a couple guys, made a couple bold moves. Nothing really happened. There wasn't anything to really talk about with the drama-wise. Pretty smooth evening, but didn't get a sticker for you, Casper.
Okay. Well, I didn't go, so it doesn't count anyway. Hey, last time we went there, Corey got in a fight with somebody. I don't know if you remember that or not, but Corey did get in a fight the last time we went there. Yeah, we were like a mile up in the tier parking.
So,
yeah.
Oh, no, it was great. It was a good night of racing. I'm glad I made it. I got home just in time to head up there, so it all worked out good on my end.
I liked all your pictures. It looked like a real nice facility. It looked packed, and thanks for getting those out there for sure. I did also enjoy those. Southern All-Stars, man, it is what it is. I think, from what I saw on the entry list, just kind of talk about that, it looks like it's just a lot of local guys that run the late model classes, crates and limited both. So, obviously, quarter mile, you don't got to have 9 million horsepower, so it worked out. But JP, what you got?
I didn't have anything.
Nothing for the road.
No.
You need to start preparing yourself to have something for the road, young man.
All right.
You need to do better than that. How about iRacing? What are we racing this week? Anything good? You running dirt? You running Sonoma? What's the plan?
I mean, I'll probably do a couple Sonoma races, but I don't like driving the Cup cars on road courses. I've become so used to the GT3 cars on road courses with ABS and traction control that I can't even drive the damn Cup cars on road courses anymore.
So congratulations to everybody in the C-Class trucks tonight. JP, you'll be there wherever they're racing at here in about 5 minutes. Hopefully he'll beat you. You're gonna.
I'll probably race tonight. Supers a lot this week. They're at Lucas Oil.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Where's trucks at?
I think they're at Mid-Ohio, some road course.
It's not on a road course?
I'm pretty sure.
I hate it when they do that whenever Cup and Xfinity road course. Like, put trucks on an oval so I don't have to turn both ways. But well, other than that, thank y'all for listening. Please like, subscribe, share. We had a lot of subscribers this week on YouTube. I do appreciate that. Click the like button, click the like button, click the like button. Please, God, click the like button. We need as much as we can get. Share it with people. I'm still waiting for some of them 5-star reviews to roll in there, and I need more than click the 5 stars. I need some beautiful words of elegance. So be sure you get it in. I did get those gifts that I said I'd give out for 5-star reviews shipped today. So hopefully they'll be here by next week, and I can get those dealt out to my compadres, and we'll see what happens. But other than that, thank y'all for listening. Y'all have a great day. See if I can find the button. Be paying attention for me or D. Watt to give you a little daily update on the Southern Nationals, because we like that tour. I would love, like, when I'm a retired old man, everybody, in Midwest talks about Hell Tour. I'd like to just follow Southern Nationals. It'd be a lot more doable. I'm just saying. So
yeah,
I'll go to. If y'all want to let us in, just give us a call. We'll come give you we'll follow it. We'll give you a little podcast segment daily if you need it. Just let us know. Anyways, we'll see y'all next time. Hammer down. Just kidding. Maybe. Sort of. Thank y'all for listening to the Caution Flag Contemplations podcast. Our theme music is Hard as Steel by Alex Productions. Thank you all for listening. Hammering down. Find a good race to watch. We'll see you next time.